my channel Life with Pete. In today's project I'm going to show you how to swap a tree. It's a weeping willow that died on us, and I'm going to show you why it died. I went to the local nursery and they told me that the rocks killed it. So we'll take a look at the bark in the trunk here. I removed the rocks and it has a lot of damage on the trunk. Yeah, we'll zoom a little bit to show you the damage that it has and why it died. I never knew this, but apparently rocks can kill your plants. So today is the day that I'll transplant it. Try a different plant, see if we can manage to keep that one alive. As you can see now, I cleared all the rocks out. Now I'm about to dig the plant out. I'll rip this landscaping cloth away here, and then we'll take a look. I'm going to dig out the plant. Here's the plant. This is the damage that occurred. That's why it died, apparently, because the rocks damaged the trunk. I dug the hole. Now I'm going to start putting some dirt in. I want something a little bit better than what we had before. And what I'm going to do is add some bone meal. I got myself some organic bone meal. And I'll add some bone meal in the bottom so that it can thrive. I find it's very important to add bone meal to these plants when you plant it. It's kind of dry right now, and I did it purposely so that I can plant it. Now I'll just take some of the roots, disturb them a little bit, because it's important that you disturb them a little bit so that they can actually grow sideways. I'm going to drop it into the hole, position it the way I want it, and I'll start backfilling the hole. And here you need soft soil. I didn't make the hole twice as big. I find that usually I don't need it twice as big. And I know they do recommend twice the size of the tree, but for me personally, if you make sure that the dirt goes right in and you water it in, normally that's not a problem. For me, it has never been a problem. Now I'm going to water it down real good, make sure that it's soaking wet. And one thing that I want to tell you is don't go too much dirt on top. You want to make sure that you keep it pretty much flat. Because very often they're grafted to the root system, and you don't want to go anything lower than what it comes in a container. Now that we're finished planting it, I'm going to add a little bit of bone meal on top yet too, to make sure that it's getting the right nutrients. Now we'll put the cloth back the way it was, kind of. Pretty muddy here. And put some of the rock back, but make sure this time that I don't come as close to the trunk, because it killed the plant on me last time and I don't want that to happen again. So put some of the rock back and then we'll clean it off. Spray it in nicely and then we're good. Hopefully within a year or two we have a nice walking willow again. Now while I'm dirty anyway, I've decided to transplant an hydrangea as well that I picked up. We had one here last year that died on us too, so I'm going to put an hydrangea in here too right away. Now that we dug a hole, you see how the ecosystem, the worms, there's worms everywhere. It's a nice healthy ecosystem down here. And I think the reason this plant died is because of winter kill. It was a hybrid plant and it didn't survive the winter. Got too cold. Now I dug the hole and I'm going to put some bone meal in here too. I want to make sure that it's a very healthy environment for these plants. And here I picked up a strawberry sundae hydrangea. And I'm going to take a look at the root system to see what it looks like. It looks like it's pretty young yet, so we don't have to loosen these roots too much. It should be fine this way. Pop it in. And we'll put some dirt in all around. You want to make sure that you put enough dirt in everywhere and push it down. You don't want air bubbles anywhere. What I normally do, I water it thoroughly to make sure that it sets before I put anything else on top. And again, you want to make sure that you don't have the dirt on top sitting, because that might ruin the plant. Never go lower than what it's originally came from nursery. Make sure that it's got no air bubbles anywhere. And while I'm at it, I might as well transplant a rose too. We put a rose in last year. It's a Yelly Hardo Rustic, so we're going to change that one too. It didn't come back, didn't survive the winter. So I'm going to transplant the rose as well. I dug the hole deep enough, I'm going to add some bone meal here too. And I got myself a pink rose. Last year we had a yellow rose. And this is a zone 2. It's a very hardy plant. I'm hoping that this one will survive. Yeah, I find that you want to buy something here that's at least zone 3 or down. Zone 2 is best, but zone 3 works sometimes. But I think that's why we have a lot of winter kill too sometimes. If the zone is zone 4, it doesn't survive in this environment here. As you may notice, I use plastic instead of cloth. I find it works way better for me than cloth. I've been doing this for years now and I've had a lot of good obsessed with this. I find crops you have a lot more weeds to take care of than plastic. So now it's time to put the rock back and show you what the finished plants look like once they're planted. Now that we put all 3 plants in, aside from a little bit of trimming and cleaning up, I think we're ready for the summer now. We put 3 plants in this morning and they look like they should grow well. And if you like what you see, Life with Pete, please subscribe.